Hi Krista, today's video is going to be a little bit late because I stopped paying attention and started playing video games. That's not even a legitimate excuse at all. Nothing to do with emotional distress, nothing to do with schoolwork. I was goofing off on the computer. Along those same lines, I want to talk about the word but. We have been abusing but, and we can't abuse but, we need but. But people use but in ways that are sometimes kind of harmful. For example, people say sorry in all kinds of ways. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And absolutely none of those will ever be improved even slightly by the addition of a but. The thing about but is that it undermines the apology or sympathy that you are trying to convey with sorry. And if you were trying to convey something other than an apology or an expression of sympathy with the word sorry, say something different, because it sounds just like a disingenuous apology, and there are enough of those. We need apologies to mean something, we don't need any more fake ones. Use a different expression. There are lots of them. But even if you use one of the many synonyms, the other problem is that the subtext of I'm sorry but is usually, I don't want you to think of me as a mean person, but I'm about to say a mean thing. As I said, I have nothing against but that but needs to go. And speaking of butts that definitely need to go, the I'm not racist but. But Sam, surely no one says that anymore. Oh yes they do! The thing is, I work with the elderly, and almost every day there's some sort of unacceptable comment preceded by I'm not racist, I'm not a bigot, I'm not prejudiced, I'm not sexist. But, so this but is an indicator of something good. People have learned that it's no longer acceptable to be racist in public. But the problem is that people are still racist, and this is a loophole for them to get out of not being racist in public, in that they're being racist in public, and it also lowers the bars for what people conceive of as racist. The thing is, saying a racist thing means you are a racist. Dear old white people of America, please stop saying I'm not racist but, and work to dismantle the beliefs you feel must be preceded by I'm not racist but, because those beliefs are what marry the interpersonal meanness of racism that's socially unacceptable with the institutional power part of racism that should be socially unacceptable. So once we understand the connections between these two things, we can actually work to undermine them. So we should do that because racism is bad and should continue to be socially unacceptable. Also, when you say this, it makes everyone think about how much better America is going to be when you're dead, so that's just something to consider. Little warning, next but contains use of the word B-I-T-C-H. If that's gonna bother you, do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Your well-being is more important than a video on the internet. And the final but I would like to spank tonight is the not to be like that but, or the sometimes stronger, not to be a bitch. But what is a bitch? Any woman who is assertive, who stands up for herself, who stands up for others, who criticizes the status quo and is willing to do something about it. That woman is a bitch. She's independent and opinionated. These are important qualities, and these are qualities that are valued in men, but women are made to feel that they need to apologize for them. So when a woman says not to be a bitch, but what she's really saying is that she feels ashamed for having a negative opinion, and that is a crime. So I want to encourage all of us to embrace our inner bitch in our own ways. To be blatant bitches in public, or to hold our bitch close to our heart, hide her like a switchblade to cut down our enemies in secret. However you want to be a bitch, you be that bitch. But don't feel you have to apologize, because you don't owe anyone an apology for being who you are. And when you apologize for other stuff, mean it. Krista, I will see you tomorrow.